Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lolita, and today I'm going to give you guys some survival tips so you can survive high school without any worries, any stress, any drama. Just go ahead and breeze through. And I'm an expert on this topic because I already served my 4 years of prison. Yes, I have served. So let's go ahead and hop right into the video. So, firstly, you should always make sure to stay focused on your goals. You may not know how to do everything at first walking into high school. Your first year, you're just adjusting to everything around you. However, you have to make sure to at least have a C level average. You can have the weight of the world pushing down on you, but what you have going on shouldn't reflect in your schoolwork. And sometimes people get a little bit lost or confused, and this is the perfect time to also seek out for help when it comes to schoolwork. Because listen, when you get to college, nobody's helping you. You either have to figure it out yourself or like schedule a meeting with your professor, okay? So right now it's so good just to focus on what your plans are, whether or not you want to go to college or to go to trade school or go ahead and immediately work in the working field. Whatever you want to do, make sure you prioritize everything and stay focused on that. And make sure you remember and look at all the deadlines and requirements that you need to graduate, because you don't want to be that one kid that gets left out because you didn't have everything together. Like, you don't want to be like that, whether it's like service hours or it's like making sure you passed all your state exams. Just make sure you have everything down packed and stay focused and keep tunnel vision even when you feel like not doing anything at all, because that last little push that you bring to the table is going to like show you how resilient you are and show yourself that you can get out of any hole. Okay. All right. So the next thing is to don't be afraid to make friends. I know it might be a little bit scary, but everybody, especially if they're freshmen, are going through the same thing as you. You guys are just trying to figure it out and navigate your way through school and make sure you succeed. So I would say don't be afraid to go and reach out to people around you, whether it's somebody that you always see sitting at lunch alone or your classmate that you just met 5 minutes ago. It's always good to reach out with other friends and get their phone numbers, things like that, just in case, let's say you need help with homework, and you can text them for help on simple things. And then also you just build lifelong friendships in high school that are going to carry its way all the way to college. Because I'm telling you guys, having good friends and having good, genuine friends around you will always elevate your life, especially growing up. The friends that you have is a reflection of you. So just keep that in mind when you go and you make new friends in high school. But definitely, like, don't be afraid. Just open up, crack a few jokes. Even if you think it's cringy, they're not going to remember that shit in like 5 years. So it doesn't really matter anyway. So the next thing on the list is to explore who you really are. I feel like in high school, everybody's low key trying to fit in with one another, because let's be real, bullying still occurs, or people just judging you because you don't have something that everyone else has, like a new TikTok trend, and you don't have that type of shoes or type of clothes or whatever that thing is. You need to get rid of all those surface level things and not worry about it, and explore the things that you like, explore the things and learn the things that you want to go and do. Pick up new hobbies, new crafts, anything that you want to do, and don't let somebody else's limitations drain down on you. Because the one thing I had to learn the hard way is to never take advice from someone that you wouldn't want to be in their shoes. Like, you wouldn't want to live their life. They don't have anything that you have, then don't take their advice, okay? So just explore who you are. And especially in high school, you don't realize how much time you have in your hands. Literally, you have all the time in the world, all the free time to lay down and have fun, or to play video games or talk to your friends. Like, you have so much free time. So you should take that free time, instead of worrying about your future or worrying about people who don't really care about you, like, superficial friends or superficial things, and take all that energy and explore who you really are. Because you don't want to be out in college, and you went to college, let's say, for example, you went to college just because your family and your friends are going, but you didn't really want to go to college. You don't want to be that type of person who ends up being lost and realize that, hey, I should have followed my intuition and go on to my own path. So definitely try to stray away from other people's opinion and just find out who you really are, because it's going to really help in your future. So the next thing that I would recommend you guys to do is to go to all the school events, whether it's like homecoming, it's prom, anything really, like just any school event that involves you meeting up with your friends, or like if it's like a Halloween event at your school, just go. Because I know people, especially who are in the yearbook, they take pictures of people at those types of events. So boom, if you're vain like me, you'll have a good nice little spot in the yearbook. But anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. When you go to all your school events, you start like getting familiar with people, and in a way, like I know we're only in high school, you kind of network with people and learn what people really are, like who what are their intentions outside of just a regular school day. But also you get to just explore, make new friends, meet new people, have new experiences that you're going to remember. Because I'm telling you, you don't want to be like what 20 or even in your 50s wishing that in high school you were more outgoing or that you adventured. So in order for you to have that regret, if you're the type of person who gets a lot of FOMO, I definitely suggest that you go ahead and go to all the school events possible, do everything you can, and it will just have the best of memories in your brain. Like, even if you don't talk to those people again, you at least know that in that moment, you guys had so much fun. So, this one we kind of talked about earlier, but it's basically to appreciate your youth and your free time, which I kind of brushed up on. You're never going to be 15 again, you're never going to be 14 again. So, you need to live every day of your life like how it is, like it's your last time being that age. Do all the fun things that you've always wanted to do, explore, adventure, like do anything you want, honestly, as long as you're not breaking any laws. Like, you have to appreciate that you're young right now and things might be tough, but you'll never be this age again, you'll never have this experience again. And I feel like some people are so caught up in the past and in the future that they don't appreciate the present moment. Because for me, like, I blinked, okay, from 14 and now I'm 18. I'm like, God damn, I'm getting old, you know? Like, I just feel like time flew by so quick, but especially since I wanted it to. Like, I just didn't want to focus on how much time we were spending, like, doing all this stuff. It might be time consuming to go to school, but definitely appreciate what you have around you, and especially your youth, and do all the things that your older self will look back on and be like, damn, like, oh, you were cool in high school. Or even for your younger self, like your inner child, you should do things that your inner child will be happy about. Like, anything that makes you happy, just do it, because you'll never be that age again. All right, so this next one is to always be prepared for everything. And this is really important, because whether it's about bringing feminine products that you need, or having a pencil and paper coming to school with it, or just making sure you do your homework and everything on time, when you're always prepared, you won't feel as stressed. Because especially for me in high school, I'm a little bit of a smart cookie or whatever, but I remember taking like AP classes and all these honors classes, and I would feel so stressed out when I wasn't planning ahead and doing things ahead of time, like my schoolwork. So I would say the best thing to do is just always be prepared, or even over prepared. I know it's kind of cringy nowadays to be an overachiever, or to be like, bro, you're doing too much, you're trying too hard. But to be honest, where do you see that bare minimum has gotten anybody? And I'm not talking about just cheating and getting an A, but like seriously, like always having things together, always packing your school bag from the night before, putting out your clothes for the night before. It builds good habits and routines, especially if you're a person looking to go into the workforce. It's going to bring in that habit in your brain, and it's going to stick to you so that you can practice that, to always be prepared and not be like, caught on the spot in a pickle, whatever you want to call it. But it's just the best to have everything that you need laid out, or at least have a game plan. So if you don't have something like an assignment, you still have time during the day to finish it. I would say the thing that makes people like the most stress is like trying to do everything at once, or trying to cram. So it's just so beneficial to take it one step at a time and do everything in a timely manner. So then when you do have your extra free time, you have everything laid out. Like, it's so easy to get stressed in high school, and even looking back, especially if you're going to move on to higher education, you're going to look back and be like, damn, like this high school shit was nothing. And you know, it might seem like a lot now, just taking one step at a time. And when you take your time and you don't cheat yourself, you're going to be able to be always prepared. All right, so the next thing to help you survive high school is to know that there's always going to be drama, whether you like it or not. And unless you are a quiet kid who reads your books, who don't even say anything at all, and sometimes it doesn't even help, but seriously, it's always going to be some type of drama. He said, she said, oh, you slept with my man. Or another thing is, don't send nudes, okay? Like, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you don't want to be that one girl or that one guy who has their nudes all spread out in the whole group chat, like, and like the big group chats. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you don't want to be that type of person. But seriously, like, just knowing that there's always going to be drama, and the best way to avoid it is to agree to disagree. Like, some people are going to try to jump in your face, they're going to really try to fight you. Like, I've seen it before with kids who've done that. Like, even kids who are like JROTC, like, you know what I'm talking about. ROTC kids, the military kids, I've seen them almost get into fights all the time, even though they weren't supposed to. But disagreements and altercations, they always are going to happen naturally, but you have to know when it's right to walk away. So what if somebody calls you a pussy for being a bigger person and walking away, but is like beating their ass and punching and caving their skull in really worth being suspended for 2 weeks and having to catch up on all that work? Like, I know you really want to do it, and this is the time to do it because you're not going to get adult charges, but listen, it's not like I'm condoning. What I'm saying is that you need to know when to walk away, okay? Like, I know anger takes over us, especially if somebody's been bothering you. And you know what? For me, I'm a snitch. I don't care. If somebody's bothering you, go ahead and tell on them. I don't care. Like, so what? You gonna call me a pussy or that I'm scary? Like, so what? I rather protect my peace. So honestly, the best way to stay out of drama is to agree to disagree, deny, and don't be sending stuff or saying things that you know is going to get you in trouble. Okay, that's just the best way to go about it. The next thing that I wish I knew to survive high school is to realize that nobody really cares about you. Like, I know I probably said this before, and you've heard me say this in my last video about surviving high school, but nobody really cares, honestly. Like, everybody's so worried about themselves. Like, nobody cares if you like burped or sneezed or coughed in class. Nobody cares what you really have on. Nobody cares what haircut you have. Nobody cares if you brush your teeth this morning. Like, do what you want to do, okay? If you want to be a teenage dirtbag, go ahead and do it. Don't let anybody put any limitations on you because they feel some type of way, okay? To be honest, the same people who were downing you in high school or at a certain time are going to be the same people in the future wondering how your hard work or how your methods work. Well, maybe because I sat back, I shut the freak up, I locked in, and I did what I had to do, you know? It's just like sometimes we get so wrapped up on our peers' opinions about us that it makes it become a reality in our brains. But to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you this now. Your brain is like the most powerful weapon that you have, and it can cut through anything, any person, any situation. But especially if you have the willpower that when somebody comes to your face and calls you fat, calls you ugly, calls you outside your character, you know in your head, oh, I accidentally kissed you guys. You know in your head that you aren't that thing. So you are above them. And whatever they want to say to you or however somebody feels about you, that's okay because that's their perception of you. Imagine how many fucked up perceptions they have of everybody else. Like, everybody has an unconscious bias towards each other. So I think you just should, you know, do what you got to do and be yourself and just not worry about anybody but yourself, because honestly, a lot of these people, once you graduate, they're not going to be giving a fuck about you. They're not even going to remember you unless they open up their yearbook, which is probably never. Okay, so it's just really good not to like take everybody's opinion so harshly. And that goes in with the last thing that I wish I knew, is to take everybody's opinion with a grain of salt. Like I said earlier in the video, if you wouldn't want to switch lives with them, then don't listen to what they have to say. Whether it's your parents, your teachers, your friends, like, it's okay to be respectful and to disagree. Okay, agree to disagree. Like, okay, you might want me to go to college, but I know in my brain, my intuition is telling me I don't want to go to college. If somebody says that, I don't know, like, they don't like your way your outfits are, or, you know, things that are not constructive criticism, just their mere opinions, you don't have to listen to it. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting yourself or doing anything horrible, you do what you want to do in your life, because especially now, you're not going to be this age ever a freaking again, okay? So you should just take advantage of this opportunity of being this age and do every fun thing that you've always wanted to do within reason, okay? Don't be out here acting too crazy now. I can't save you. But yeah, like just don't worry about people's opinions. Like a lot of these people, and I'm going to give you this advice, like for real, because I know there's somebody who really needs this. All the people who shit on you, who talk shit about you, have shitty lives, and in 100 years nobody's going to remember you unless you make a name for yourself. In 100 years, all these people are going to be dead, and their opinion isn't going to matter. So let's say what you want to wear, that funky looking outfit. Wear your funky looking outfit, okay? If you want to walk down the street after school while people are around blasting the music you like, blast the music you like. Like, it doesn't matter how people feel or what they say about you or how you dress or what your makeup is. Do you. Do what makes you happy, okay? Like, that's the main thing. Just make yourself happy and always think about what is going on now, and don't make sure, okay, do not make long-term solutions to short-term problems. There's always a solution that is easy to fix certain things that you might feel that is hard now. And you have to remember that the things that you're worried about now, in 15 years, you're not even going to be thinking about. Like, I'm dead serious. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope my advice really stuck with you guys, because I know there's somebody out there who really needed it. If you made it this far into video, go ahead and comment a red heart emoji so I know that you've been watching. Like, come on now. You got to engage or something if you want more videos. If you like this style of videos of high school advice, make sure as well you can comment down below, like the video, do what you need to do, because I really appreciate talking to you guys, and I be giving out free sauce. I be putting y'all on game every single time, back to back to back. So, you know what? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. If you want to catch me anywhere else, my socials are linked right here down below in the description. I upload a new video every Monday and Friday, and if you're into ASMR, I do upload ASMR Wednesday videos. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, good luck with your journey through high school, and make sure you stay safe. I'm beating myself up. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye.